Mahatma Gandhi's blood is being sold. I can understand it being consecrated in some way, as some people have suggested, washed in the ocean or the river, the Ganga, or even cremated in the flames. I'm just thinking to myself that if Abraham Lincoln, who is considered the father of the nation of the USA, his blood was being auctioned, what kind of a furor would they be? I mean, you're turning something that is
exactly
a memorabilia that is not a commodity. It is not his charka, it is not his glasses, it is nothing of that. It's not his shawl. It is his actual blood. If this is true, and it is his actual blood, then I think it is shocking that the government of India has not stepped in and written a formal letter to the auctioneers and also to the buyer to say, look, this is not done in any civilized society. You do not sell blood unless someone is dying and you sell live blood. That's different. But this cannot be done and should be returned to India so that we can pay respects to the father of the nation.
But we didn't put the pressure.
To his last blood.
We didn't put the pressure.
He gave his blood for us and we are now selling it.
We have today allowed, Alex.
I can't believe it.
We have allowed Gandhi's blood to be sold. And I am asking tonight, how do you define Gandhi's blood? Is it memorabilia?
Say something.
No. Is Gandhi's blood memorabilia?
No. Arnab, I want to say something over here.
No, certainly not.
Do you want to change your argument? Do you want to change your position?
I don't want to change my position. But the fact is that how do you know that this guy who bought it is not preserving it for sentimental reasons, which the government of India is not willing to do?
How do you know he's not buying it for commercial reasons?
What is he going to do with it?
Anyone who puts a price to Mahatma Gandhi's blood would be as responsible for commoditizing Mahatma Gandhi's blood as the seller. Right or wrong?
Not at all.
Absolutely. And Arnab,
Dr. Iyengar.
Arnab, I have a point here.
Go on.
Arnab, I am just trying to tell that, listen, we are trying to transfer this entire thing to the citizens of the world, but this is the responsibility of the state to begin with, and state has a foreign office in any country where such auctions take place.
Precisely.
And the question is that why state did not move, and that is the first responsibility, and on such a sentiment and emotional issue. And we are true, as individuals we could have done something, but what do you do in such short notice? The state can at least prevent. It can prevail upon the other government and to prevent that, and the government of UK should have done that because they know who Mahatma was.
When 2009, the government said an amendment to the Antiquities and Art Treasures Act 1972 will be made to check the sale of Gandhi memorabilia. Anybody who has any Gandhi memorabilia will have to register the items and will be barred from selling or auctioning them. How has this happened then?
Yes. They should have taken a
the government should have immediately used this act and put the pressure on to the auctioneers and those who are selling and those who are buying. I think that was the simplest thing to do for the state. And the state has once again, sorry,
I'm asking a country of 1.2 billion people today. I mean, we can put anything. A country of 1.2 billion today, wherever you're watching the news are tonight, the blood of the father of the nation has been sold for less than 12,000 pounds. That too, the blood that has been spilt by an assassin. And we have allowed this to happen. And we still don't know who bought that blood. And I think the person who bought that blood is as guilty as the person who has sold the blood. Because you're commoditizing the blood of Mahatma Gandhi here.
He might just give it back. You never know. Give him a break.
Well, I don't know. It's about giving a break. It's about allowing this to happen. Rajiv Vora wants to come in. Yes, Mr. Vora.
I would say that no time is late for a right action. Even if this was done and the government of India, the state of India did not rather stop this, now this is the time when you pay back the money to the one who has bought it and return and take it back from him.
Absolutely.
This should be done. I think our embassy is there, our diplomats are there, they should go to this gentleman, the pressure should be put, and this should at any cost, because you know, even the cost, whether it is $12,000 or it is 12 million or billions, putting a price and selling is blasphemous, it is outrageous, and this outrage must be conveyed. This outrage, if doesn't affect the gentleman who has bought it, then it is very clear that he has some other motive than just a respect for the sacredness of anything that belonged to Mahatma Gandhi. But to preserve blood and to buy it is not a sacred act. It is a very unsacred act. It is blasphemous. It is morbid. So I think this action should be undertaken. Let us all who are here with you today resolve it, and I think this your own channel should take the initiative as you have taken it, and send a memorandum, send a letter, send a gentleman, or send a delegation of Indians along with our ambassador or high commissioner, whoever is there. It is wherever, whatever the place, London or whatever the place, and contact this gentleman and finish this task as any emergency tasks are finished, any emergency, any matters of the state are finished and undertaken. At that level, this task should be finished, and then there should be silence on this. But then government has to be very vigilant about so many other things. I mean, you quoted right, but then there are so many things which are floating around. Fake, genuine, one doesn't know. Even this round rim glasses, how many glasses? The original one is in here in the Delhi Museum, but Mahatma Gandhi may have had many glasses. But let us also remember that Mahatma Gandhi, as you rightly said, that in his will he has willed it all to Navjivan. But whenever he himself even gave his signature to somebody, he said, give me 5 rupees.
Here is a man who said,
yeah, it will be for the Harijan. It will be for the Harijan cause, for the national cause.
There is a
right.
There's a symbolism to it, Mr. Vora.
So there should be.
You know, would today one of our viewers writes SMSs me on the show tonight that would the blood of Martin Luther King be auctioned, and would Barack Obama allow that? Would the people of America allow that?
Yeah, that would be
what reaction would that have in America?
Equally.
And if that were to be that were to be auctioned in a foreign country,
sentiments apart, these kinds
there are
of
sentiments involved.
Will keep coming, whether something happens to Abraham Lincoln or all that is an issue, but we understand that this is an emotional issue, and the state should have acted very fast. We must develop a sense of heritage. This is very important, and I think right from the beginning the state should have, even it is not late now, Indian government should immediately put a whole team, and it should continuously work on this issue for Mahatma Gandhi, for building our heritage, and something that is happening which is blasphemous of this kind should be stopped, and whatever else has to be collected should be put.
And I want to know.
That is the wisdom that
I also
just 1 minute. Arnab, let us not call it sentimental or emotional. This is neither sentimental nor emotional. It's a matter of profanity and sacrifice.